Okay, looking at example 2 now. We're looking at this picture right here. Notice O is the center of the circle. Chord CD is parallel to chord AB. Notice the parallel markings. So CD is parallel to AB. Part A says the measure of arc AC is 80 degrees. Okay, so arc AC is right here. That means, I'm just going to put everything I know. That means, actually, let me not. Let me just put down what I need. All right, that's 80 degrees. So what other arc is equal to 80 degrees? Well, the notes says that if you have two parallel lines inside of a circle, the arcs that are in between them are going to be equal as well. So here's chord CD, that is parallel to chord AB. So here's all the space in between them. So CA, or I guess it's called the measure of arc AC, is 80 degrees. That means this arc DB is in between these two parallel lines. So if these two parallel lines are like pieces of bread, all the stuff inside the sandwich is in between the bread. So if these are the bread, this is all the stuff in between. That includes arc DB. DB is in between these two parallel lines. So the measure, I don't need to put that, I can just say arc DB. And on the Google Docs, you just put DB. You don't have to put that, so you just put DB, and I'll take it. Part B says, what is the measure of angle DAB? So let's find where we're supposed to be finding. So DAB. So that's this angle right there. What is the measure of angle? So how do we have enough information to find this angle? The answer is yes. Because we know that if CA is 80 degrees, arc DB is 80 degrees. And remember from example 1, this is 80 degrees from D to B. It's leading to an inscribed angle. And this is inscribed because it's on the circle. If it stopped at O, that would be a central angle. So DOB is also 80 degrees because the central angle is the same measure as its minor arc. DAB is an inscribed angle. So that means the measure of angle DAB, this 80 degrees is 2 times larger than my inscribed angle. So DAB is going to be 80, which is the arc measure, divided by 2, and that's going to leave me with my inscribed angle DAB, which is 80 divided by 2 is 40 degrees. So that was arc DB. This is 40 degrees. And again, guys, the good thing about video is you can pause and re-listen to something if you're confused. And then, of course, you can always message me and I'll get back to you. Part C says if DA is the diameter, so DA, this is the diameter. So that means that DA, this is cutting the circle in half right here. That's 180 degrees, and that's going to be 180 degrees. So DA is my diameter. What is the measure? What's the measure of arc DC? Well, here is arc DC. What is that? Well, we know that DA is the diameter. That means that right there, if a full circle is 360 degrees, that's going to be 180 degrees. So what, you can add arcs together. We did that last class, I believe. So if this whole thing is 180 degrees, and I know that this portion, this arc is 80, what's this going to have to be for the full thing to equal 180? And that's the way you find that is, so 180 degrees minus what I already have, which is 80, And that's going to leave me with 100 degrees. And that is the measure of arc DC. So this DC should be 100 degrees. And that makes sense because from D to C is 100, from C to A is 80, 100 plus 80 is 180. And that is exactly what half of a circle should be.